You withstood through all the tests. And I mean, these were things that not many other people would have been able to get through. And you did it. And so for that, I'm definitely feeling a strong sense of assurance that a table is being prepared for you. And many of you is being prepared even in the presence of those that have positioned themselves as enemies to you. And so this is why some of you right now, you're in this space where you're possibly wanting to just pick up and go. You wanted to uproot. You to be in this place where you just don't feel comfortable. But the beautiful thing about this, although it feels uncomfortable, the beautiful thing about this is that this is a sign that there's a transitioning happening, because life happens in cycles. And if you're not in a space where you're feeling at your best, what happens is that you're going to be gravitating towards getting there by you continuing to be obedient. Okay, look, I know it could be difficult at times, but by you continuing to humble yourself and take the road less traveled, the straight and narrow path, by you doing all of these things, although outsiders are looking and they're thinking that you're overwhelmed, they're thinking that they got you down, but it's all an illusion. You do not have to fight against any enemy that's posturing against you in the way in which they do. This is a trick. The illusion is to get you caught up in the pit and to pull you down. So when your amazing breakthroughs are beginning to happen, miracles are happening for you, prayers are being answered, is when it seems like things cannot possibly work out. It looks as if you have nobody around you that really is there for you. All of that is a setup, because God wanted to see who is going to be the recipient of these amazing blessings by being obedient. And so this is why you stay true. This is why you continue to show up and do what it is you need to do. This is why, whatever responsibilities or whatever extra responsibility, whatever it is that you know that you need to be doing, regardless of the uncomfortability, that is not going unnoticed. The Most High is watching you, and trust and also believe is that you're being used as a vessel. God is allowing people to be aware of some of the things that you're going through, because He's going to get the ultimate glory. God wants people to turn from wickedness. God wants people to turn from self-sabotage. And oftentimes He's going to use those of us that decide to be obedient. And this is what it means to be chosen. Chosen is choosing to be obedient against all odds. He's going to get the benefit of all of this. So it's not all about you being comfortable all the times. Endure even when times feel uncomfortable, because when you remain steadfast, this is inviting your blessings to come to you even sooner. Some of you, there's opportunities that are beginning to present themselves. Some of you, you may have not necessarily was sure how things were going to work out, and now they're beginning to fall into place. I want to share this also at this time, y'all, because it's happening, and for many of you, it's happening quick. What I want to share with you is a little glimpse of, as I mentioned, about a table being completely prepared for you, y'all. This prophetic dream that I had, and it's very relevant to this message, and that is, I was dreaming of being at this beautiful place. It was like a banquet, very beautiful green grass, and there was these massive tables set out with all kind of things on it, white linen, and it just was beautiful. And everybody was looking towards me as if they were waiting for me, like I was an honored guest. And there were some people that did not look so happy that was in the crowd, but there was way more people that were happy for me than those that sought to harm me, right? And so the significance of seeing that within that dream is because God wants you to understand that choosing to live for Him, choosing to live upright, it is not going to be linear. It's not going to be in a straight line. Sometimes you have to defend yourself. You may have to curse somebody out. I'm not saying that you should, but you have sometimes to really defend yourself. And when you are in this space of understanding that your spiritual tools of remaining steadfast, of disengaging, detaching from people, walking away from people, all those things are contributing to you winning without you having to war in a way that these people are wanting you to. They want you to be in the spirit of offense. And the same ones that postured up against you to try to make life more difficult for you, the same people that wanted to get you to a point where you would not even show your face, these people need healing. For them to come against somebody that has genuine intentions, it shows how devastatingly broken they are. So this is an opportunity not for you to become like the people that try to hurt you. This opportunity is for you to intercede on their behalf, pray, send prayers their way, and continue to move forward. Detach, okay, all the love that you may have shared or given out to these people, pull all that back. Give that towards yourself. Give that towards those that really are worthy. Because as I mentioned, this table being prepared for you, y'all, it is not about you doing per se. It is about you just being. Okay, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to, try to hurt these people, because for you to be on their level and to try to one-up them, that means you would have to do something equally or more grotesque. That is not who you are. That is a test. Pass this test. Your legacy is in a balance. Okay? And another thing I want to share for many of you too, this is why you look so amazing. This is why you look so great. And it is because you're not out here just draining your energy. You're not out here connecting with demons. You're not doing any of that. And this is what makes people upset. They want the favor you have. They want to be able to be in your place where things just work out for you, but they're not willing to be obedient. So I encourage you to remain true to who you are. Be able to look yourself in your eyes in the mirror and be proud of who you are. There's no shame when you look in your eyes. And it's because you're choosing to go that straight and narrow path. You're beginning to win in an amazing way. And if you allow yourself to get caught up, you're going to regret it. And sometimes regret is some things that people cannot shake. I want you to do me a small favor. Just like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It's free, $99. Doesn't cost you a thing. But it definitely helps these messages get out into the algorithm. So like-minded people are able to find me, just like you were able to find me. So be prepared. It might not seem like it's, working out right now, but it's going to be greater later. Do not trade in your integrity. Do not trade in who you are for defense, for retribution. Put it all in God's hands, because these people aren't getting away with doing anything. In fact, they're suffering. And the more and more they try to come at you, the more and more things are going to continue to devastate their lives. They think that they're bringing you hell, but what is happening is that they're inviting their own demise, because you're protected. As long as you're being obedient to the Most High God, you're protected. And they're not.